Greetings dear clients and subscribers, this is Ison Company with you. In this video we will review one of the most popular video surveillance camera systems, the Ison Greko PRO model. I'll tell you everything about this system, show you how to connect it, and we'll discuss all the interesting features and specifics. I'll also clearly demonstrate how to set up remote access. The Ison Greko Pro video surveillance system has been produced for over 10 years. Every 2 to 3 years, it is consistently updated with new technologies and improved quality for the same price. And here we have a review of the latest version. Why is the Greko Pro system so popular? The answer is actually quite simple. This video surveillance system is a kind of golden mean. It's not too expensive compared to many other systems, yet it's of very high quality. It features a 5-megapixel Sony sensor, modern e-cold illumination, remote viewing from a smartphone, and built-in motion sensors with adjustable sensitivity. And there's a lot more included here as well. That's why it's such a popular choice among people. So when it comes to good yet not too expensive video surveillance for your home or summer house, or for a business facility, warehouses, car surveillance, or office monitoring, the Greko Pro system, together with the Ison Alpha system, often share first place in popularity. There too, it's 5 megapixels, but with the IP standard. In general, these models often become the #1 choice. So let's talk about what a ready-made video surveillance system actually is. A ready-made system is a kit that includes everything needed for the cameras to work. This is the Ison HD50 SRD model. These are the surveillance cameras themselves. The kit includes mounting hardware, instructions, and also an 18-meter cable for each camera. This is a specialized cable, combined for both video transmission and power supply. Here we can see that the cable is 2-core, meaning one part is for video signal transmission and the other is for power, so it supplies power to the camera. The cable is designed for outdoor use. It can withstand temperatures down to -60 degrees, and it is protected against ultraviolet rays. Overall, this is a cable that doesn't even need to be placed in a cable duct. It's already of that class. Whether to use a cable duct or a corrugated pipe is more a matter of design. If you don't want to, you don't have to do it with this particular cable, as it is of very high quality. Also included in the kit, in addition to the cable, here we have a power supply unit for the surveillance cameras. This power supply connects all the surveillance cameras that come included in this kit at once. We also have a splitter here. Through this splitter, all the cameras are connected at once. I'll show you clearly how this is done a bit later. The kit also includes a video recorder. Here is its separate power supply. Here is the control mouse, and let's take a look at the video recorder. The video recorder is essentially a computer that manages your surveillance system. Let's start with the front side. Here we see 3 indicator lights. There is a hard drive indicator light, an internet indicator light, and a power indicator light. If everything is working properly, these lights will be on or blinking. There is also a USB port here. It's convenient to connect a mouse or a flash drive here to transfer information. On the back side, we see 4 BNC connectors. This is where the cameras are connected. There is a microphone input and a speaker output. So if needed, you can connect a microphone in the future. There's also a VGA port and an HDMI port here. I recommend always using only the HDMI port, because that way you can view in maximum 2K resolution. In general, the Ison Greko Pro system offers 5 megapixels and 2K resolution, and there is also the Ison Greko system with 4 megapixels. People often ask if this difference is really noticeable. 4 to 5 megapixels. They differ by about 20% in image quality and detail. 1 megapixel is 1 million pixels, meaning 1 million dots on the screen. Accordingly, in 5 megapixel systems, there is 1 million more dots, which is a difference of 20%. Here we have the power connector right here. Accordingly, the recorder's power is connected here, another USB port is for connecting a mouse or a flash drive, and there's an RJ45 network port. Here you will connect the internet if you want to view video remotely, or maybe you have your own network, whether it's a production, office, or home network. And this way you'll be able to manage your video surveillance system through your network. The Ison Greko Pro system packages are available in all variations from 1 to 32 cameras. That is for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 16, 20, and 32 cameras. And all these kits are available both with and without a hard drive. A hard drive is a device that is installed inside the video recorder, and it's the device where the recording takes place. In packages with a hard drive, recording will be available. In packages without a hard drive, there will be no recording. There will only be online viewing. We are often asked if it's possible to install your own hard drive. A regular computer hard drive, you can only install hard drives designed for video surveillance systems. If you install any other type, your equipment will automatically lose its warranty. If you have a hard drive left over from an old video surveillance system, yes, you can install it, but remember, you must format it before installation, otherwise recording will not start. If you purchase a kit with a hard drive, there's nothing you need to set up or format. Everything will already be installed and formatted. You just take it out of the box, plug it in, and it works. Overall, it's worth mentioning that another important reason why this system is so popular is because it's fully adapted for installation by ordinary users. There's nothing complicated here. You don't need to configure any IP addresses or solder any cables. You just take it out of the box and plug it in, and everything works for you. So even if yesterday you didn't know what a video surveillance system was, today you'll be able to set it up without any problems. You can install it yourself thanks to these ready-made kits. We are also often asked, how long will the standard hard drive last? Here we have the Ison Greko Pro system with 4 cameras and a 1 terabyte hard drive. The 1 terabyte drive is standard everywhere. With it, you'll have enough storage for 1 week of continuous recording or 2 to 3 weeks if you use motion detection mode. There are motion sensors here. They are intelligent and can be adjusted for sensitivity. You can set the area where the motion sensor will trigger. This is convenient in cases where, for example, a dog enters the frame. There is also an option to send a notification to your phone when the motion sensor is triggered. So the Ison Greko Pro surveillance cameras come with a Sony sensor. The sensor is what is inside the surveillance camera, and it determines 90% of the image quality and the camera's longevity. These cameras use genuine Sony sensors, not copies or fake replicas from AliExpress, which are very common nowadays. Ison equipment is of premium quality, and the equipment comes with a 3-year warranty. These cameras use the most advanced IK LED diodes, not those old R5 diodes, which are notorious for burning out by the end of the first year of use. Here only the latest LED infrared diodes are installed. The night illumination here reaches up to 25 meters. A wide-angle 2.8mm lens is used here, giving these cameras a 120-degree field of view, without any distortion. The most advanced technologies are used here. One of them is WDR, a technology that solves the problem of poor or low-quality lighting. I've talked about this many times. It's essentially a must-have technology for surveillance cameras because no matter where you install your camera, several times a day you'll encounter situations where sunlight hits the lens or, on the contrary, a shadow falls across it. And regular surveillance cameras without this technology become useless. At such times, because faces in the frame will appear black, license plates will be black and you won't be able to read them. Here, there's a technology that solves this problem, and this is real WDR technology. Not a copy, not a replica, not a fake from AliExpress, of which there are so many these days. There's also DNR technology here, which is a technology that reduces noise, meaning static, during nighttime recording. The most advanced technologies are used here. Ison On is a technology that ensures your settings aren't reset when the power goes out, unlike many other systems. When a power outage happens, everything starts over again. The system turns on and you see that you have to set everything up again. Motion sensor, calendar, remote viewing from your smartphone. The cameras here are color, universal, and made of metal with an IP66 protection rating. They can be installed both indoors and outdoors. Outdoors, they operate in temperatures from -60 to +55 degrees. They can withstand any rain or snow. The Ison Greko Pro video surveillance system also supports working with 3G, 4G internet. So if your site doesn't have standard wired internet and the internet is provided via a SIM card, you need a specialized surveillance system that supports this type of connection. That's exactly what the Ison Greko Pro system is. To connect, you'll need a USB modem with a SIM card and a specialized router. The USB modem and SIM card can be purchased at a mobile phone store, and the router can be bought on our website in the other section. A common question is, can you use a regular router, one that isn't specialized for video surveillance, for these purposes? With regular routers, it's a 50-50 situation. There are a huge number of routers from different manufacturers. Sometimes they work fine, and other times they work with some interruptions, or the app simply won't install, or it installs but keeps crashing. That's why there are special routers configured specifically for video surveillance, which work 100% of the time with any provider. These exact types of routers are sold on our website in the other section. Not only does the remote viewing option from your smartphone work, but also remote access to the hard drive. And this option is completely free. It doesn't require any monthly subscription fees like many brands do. The only requirement is that your site must have a minimum internet speed of 3 megabits per second. This requirement in principle applies to any video surveillance system, regardless of the manufacturer. There has always been a requirement for a minimum speed of 3 megabits per second. Now I'll show you clearly how easy it is to connect and set up the Ison Greko Pero video surveillance system. First, we take one of the cables and connect it to any of the cameras. The power connector is plugged in, female to male. When connecting the BNC connector, you need to twist it slightly until it clicks. On the other end of the BNC cable, we connect it to the corresponding port on the video recorder. We connect it to the splitter. We connect the power cable to the splitter and then connect the splitter to the main power supply unit. Through this splitter, the power supply unit will distribute power to all 4 cameras at once. We also have a second power supply included in the kit. It always comes in the box with the video recorder. We use this power supply to connect the video recorder itself to the power source. The camera power supply is similarly plugged into a 220 volt outlet using the plug. Then you have the option for remote access. We connect the control mouse to the USB port. Connect to the internet. For this, we will connect the video recorder to the Ison monitor using an HDMI cable. The HDMI cable itself. It never comes with the video surveillance kit because it always comes with the monitors. Accordingly, if you purchase a video surveillance system with a monitor right away, your HDMI cable will be included in the box with the monitor cable. If you are connecting to your own monitor or TV, then you also have your own HDMI cable. If yours is already in use, then you can always purchase one separately. They are sold on our website in the other section. They are available in lengths from 1 to 30 meters. We will also connect the video recorder to the internet right away. This is not a mandatory option. This option is only needed if you want the remote viewing function on your phone. To connect, all we need is a regular patch cord to connect your video recorder. We plug it into the RG45 port, and on the other end into a similar RG45 port, we connect the patch cord to the router, the patch cord itself. It also never comes included with the video surveillance system because it always comes with the router. If you purchase the Greko Pro video surveillance system together with a router, then the router box will include its own patch cord. If you are connecting to your own router and your patch cord is already in use, or for example you have lost it, you can easily purchase one separately.
Now let's take a look at the DVR control menu. Here we need to select the language. Here the system prompts us to enter the password. The default password on all the DVRs is in 12345. Click Login here, and we need to check the time. Check the time zone to match the current time zone. Click Next. This is the network settings of the DVR. This is necessary if you immediately connect the recorder to your network. Here are the network settings for all cameras. Click Next. All hard disks will be displayed here. Hard disks should be used with SATA 2, SATA 3 connectors for video surveillance systems. Click Next. Here the system prompts us to change the password and ask control questions. We will not do it now. Click Exit. All our cameras are displayed here. You can move the mouse, and here we have hints and quick menu items. For example, PDZ is for rotating cameras. Zoom button, that is zooming in on the footage. Here you can enable audio that supports your surveillance cameras, which you connect such. 2 times click the mouse to expand the window to full screen. Also click twice to go back. Right-click to open the menu. Here, for example, you can customize the display of the number of cameras you want. Let's click to exit full screen mode in order to see the main menu. There are a lot of different functions and settings here. I will show you the main ones that you will probably use. On the top, we have the main buttons. Here we have now open view mode. On the left, Cctv cameras. Here respectively display. Also customize as you need. Here is the button archive here. Select the desired camera on the left. Select the date on the calendar. Below displays the selected day from 0 to 24 hours. Here you can display only motion recording. You can speed up the video. Then in the search section, you can save the information to a USB flash card before you need to insert it into any USB port of the recorder. Also select the surveillance camera. Select the date. Click on the button to save the video to a USB flash drive. Here are all the same settings that we have already seen. There are also additional settings, such as user settings. Here you can create several users so that then you can keep track of who went into the menu recorder and what did with the system. Here is a system of alerts about different events. Also, all standard can be configured. Here, network settings. On the P2P tab, you can configure the option to view the image from a smartphone. There is also an email tab here. In this item, you can configure email notifications that triggered the motion sensor. Here are the camera settings that we have already seen, and also WASD menu settings. For example, you can specify the names for each camera. Here are the recording settings for each camera. In this item, you can choose how to record your CCTV cameras constantly, by motion sensor or by schedule. We recommend that all our customers immediately put all CCTV cameras in motion sensor recording mode. Here is the DVR maintenance button. You can use it to get basic information and also to update the device. In the upper right corner, there is also a button to turn off and restart the DVR.
Now I will show you how to install and set up the application on your smartphone for remote viewing. The instructions are absolutely the same for all Apple devices, meaning on iPhone 10, 15, 16, it's all exactly the same, as well as for all Google devices and all Android devices. It's all absolutely the same. Download the app through the App Store or Google Market called BitVision. You enter the BitVision app, click on the 3 lines in the top left. Here, click on Login. Now, click on First, Login. And here you click on the registration button. Complete the registration. It's a fairly simple registration. You need to provide your email, password, nothing to worry about. I am already registered. After you have registered, click on the Login button. Click on the 3 lines again. Go to the Device Manager. And here in the bottom right, you click on the plus sign. 3 options are offered for how to add your video recorder. The simplest option is to click the bottom item, LAN Search. This means that a network search will be performed automatically. Here, my video recorder is displayed immediately. I click on it. Here we need to enter the device name. You can specify something arbitrary, for example, home. The username is always admin, in lowercase. And the password. Here, enter the one you specified during initial registration, that is, the password. From your video recorder, I see the camera display. And let's go through the main settings. I can double-click on the camera to display 4 cameras at once. Similarly, set up all the cameras connected to your video recorder. I can rotate the phone 90 degrees to display the camera in full screen. I can pinch to zoom in on the image for software zoom, rotating the phone back. There are also quick buttons below the screen. The first is to take a screenshot. The second is to record video online right now. Next, this button allows you to listen to the audio from the surveillance camera. The following button displays a certain number of cameras you want to show at once. I will leave it at 1 for now. The BD button is for switching modes. Right now we clicked on HD and can see how the quality has changed, meaning we are viewing in maximum quality and can see how clear the image has become. By default, BD is set for traffic saving, so you see the situation and understand what is happening. If you want to view this moment in maximum detail, you click on HD. Below, there are also playback, close, and share buttons. I will show you the main feature that you will use, which is viewing. Click on the 3 lines in the top left, and here select playback. Here, you also select the camera that will be connected, and at the bottom, a bar will appear, and you simply swipe with your finger to choose the event you want to view. For example, you see that yesterday at there was some movement at 1 o'clock in the morning, and you just swipe your finger here, and automatic playback starts. That is, in this way you can not only view the image online from your phone, but also see what happened. You can quickly send this information to your phone to take it to law enforcement or do something else with this information.